Welcome to another video where I, Smush, an almost 30-year-old woman, try to beat Webkinz World. And my Webkinz has a specific request to start us off today, which is to go to Kinzel Academy, as my little Webkinz is a smart little boy and wants to
Welcome
learn.
back to the Kinsville Academy. What lessons will your little student be learning today?
So what do I even want to do here today? So I think let's do strength today. Let's make my Webkinz the strongest boy, particularly girl. She can be a strong girl that ever was. Immediately failing. Classic. Now we're in a groove. Yep. Now we're in a groove. Now we're in a groove. Nope. Now. Oh my god, why can I not? This is bad, this is bad, this is bad. Made it a second to spare. Barely any time. Agreed.
Good work. Such
Hopefully.
a splendid student you're raising.
So really quick how to deal with that, but
in the world.
let's recover. How do you beat Webkinz World? Webkinz World is ultimately not a level-based system, it is just an open little world full of a bunch of games and things to do. So there's a few things we can do to beat Webkinz World. I have a few goals in mind. I'm not going to go through every single one. I'll talk about them as we go through. This is going to be like nothing. But ultimately to beat Webkinz World, I want to do a few different things. One, make lots of money. Two, I want to get that legendary Crown of Wonder. That was fairly bad.
Your pet has passed the grade and moved up a whole. There's still more opportunities for learning today.
And
feel free to
there's a
take
bunch of different
look at
things.
to find
What was I
another
thinking
class.
of? Yeah, legendary Crown of Wonder is gonna be a classic thing to do. There's also a bunch of other things that Webkinz World now has that's different from when I was a kid, such as a family score. I do want to get the lovely Webkinz Woodson's trophy. As you can see, we're only at about 2,000 of a Webkinz score, so that's gonna take a while to go. And there's a few other here bits and dids that we can do along the way that I'm going to try to do. So I do strength, creativity. Let's go style today. Honestly, the style one is probably the most boring one. It's too easy. I barely need to look at it. Again, just looking away now. Let's see. That top and those bottoms. Easy. Barely needed to think. Green and white shirt. Black pants. I think I can keep that up here. It's definitely going to be this one and black pants. Yeah, this is definitely one of the easiest classes. Typically their outfits always suck. This one's actually cute. I don't mind that outfit. It's not a bad one. This one. Yep. I'm already forgetting what the pants look like. They're like just jeans. Yeah, there we go. This is gonna be one of the bathing suits with kind of like a cowboy pants, which again, doesn't work together. That's not fashion. I am judging them hard for those choices. If you're doing fashion, you should have, done the matching pair of bottoms, but no, you had to go with cowboy pants. Camo shirt, jeans again, classic combo. There we go. Perfect. That one's definitely the easiest. It will definitely get harder when they add more things. I'm just not at the level yet to have more things.
Looking for some extra credit? Being a top student means they can take one more class here each day.
Let's go do grooming today, I think.
This is the hairdo for me.
Choices have been made with her hair. Orange, purple, brown, straighted, so straight, And then there's a curly. Hardest part is going to be cutting her hair. I did mean to cut that one. Oops. Already off to a bad start. That's okay. Now I'm cutting this one. Probably. Maybe that was a little too short. Really to the third ringlet. There. Finished. Class. What a good look. I did totally be hair, so yeah.
Wonderful.
I accidentally cut one of them, and that's alright.
Good work. Such a splendid student you're raising.
You know I am.
I can see them really moving up in the world.
It's doing so many
isn't
daily
one of my extra
activities
special
before
customers.
doing anything
Welcome
kind
to
of
the
fun.
curio shop.
Let's go for, first and foremost, you always have to look at the shop. See what's there. See if there's anything of interest. Anything I want to buy. I am debating buying this. A collection of these columns will add an air of mystery. I think I'm gonna buy it for potential future use. I don't think I want this boring bed. Nor do I want that. I like how this is like the idea of modern lamps. Like,
Check out my special extra
and then
stuff.
deluxe
Only
shopping.
available to special
I think
customers
this is cute.
like
I
you.
want to buy that for potential future
Thanks for
use. I already have a rocking horse, but maybe another would be nice. Living Desk Lamp looks kind of cute, maybe. I also just love how pixelated everything is from this day and age. You know what? It's only 90. I'm gonna get it. Why
Thanks
not?
for shopping.
Get it. Again, I actively just buy a bunch of things with the idea of eventually putting them inside of my Webkinz home when I have things planned out a bit more. Because of my hair, I mean, Snowy would look bomb in a rockin' Papadora. But it's so much money. Ah. Do I do it? Do I buy the hair? You know, I'm buying the hair. We want to be rocking. What does this hair even look like on my guy? Gorgeous. I don't think Snowy over here could look any better. I think that's the best she has ever looked in her entire life.
Hope you find my gem
Literally
of
the
the
most
day.
stunning thing ever. So of course we gotta do our daily gem hunt. We're going Howling Horse Mine because I don't know. The hair gives me minor energy. I'll go left today. Okay, found one. I think I do
Congratulations.
have this one. So
Looks
I'll be
like you
selling
found
it.
yourself a gem. You can keep that
Don't
gem
need
for your
another?
collection
Thank you
and
very
try
much.
for that legendary crown of wonder. Or I can buy it from you if you like. Let me see what I can offer. Got quite a few of these.
Of course, it's not
Pleasure
there.
doing
That's alright.
business with you. Hope you're saving
Right,
up
so
for a
nothing to
rare
add to the
item.
collection today. Let's see if we can be more successful in completing other collections we have going on. So we got Magical Forest, lots of collections here. We'll start with our Zumworld. Somewhere. We're gonna try finding a Zum. I forget I went Middle Island last time, but I'll do it again. Oh, I got a good one! Really? You got a peeking Zum. Your field guide has been updated and 3 zombies have been added to your collection. Cool. Aw, so I got little Zip over here. These are little peeking ones. Alright. The thing is, so, from last time, I understand how this works, but we also have visiting your Zums. And so I have apparently a Zum. And she's doing great. I also have like these things over here, but I don't know how to get more of those. And there has to be a way to get more of these zummies. Or at least I think there should be ways. I also don't understand, like, how do I get more? I don't know, that slowly comes with time. Like, see, like, these all cost so much. So it's like, how do I get more of these zombies? And the truth is, I don't know. It seems like I get them from the other game. But, like, every time it says it gives you zombies, I never get any. And I don't understand why. Okay, is that this part? I don't know. This whole part is still a mystery to me. This is something I did not experience as a kid, do not understand, do not get. Maybe I'm just too old to understand now. I think that's... I'm not a child anymore. The Lindsay is gone. I don't understand. Okay, we got little pods and no charm there. Can I find a star today? What color do I want to go with today? No colors. Okay, there's colors. I'm feeling like kind of this orangey yellowy color, so let me look for those colors only. Another orangey. That's more yellow. I would say this is orange. Another mess. That's okay, that's okay. We can get one on our last try. Do we not have any more oranges? Okay, so we're back at, okay. I'll say you're almost orange. Take it one.
Oh well, nothing today.
Nope.
Searching for stars isn't simple.
Nope, I suck.
Come back tomorrow for another chance to...
Classic. Charms. Can I get any charms? We're gonna go Spooky Boy. I'm gonna get the one right above this, eyed flower. I think cash? Cash is always good. Cash is king, you know? So we do have cash. Where's, I think I want to go to the secret one. Cool, nothing. I am striking out today. So last time I did well, I got quite a few different things. This time I'm getting nothing. And let's see if I'll even look at anything here. Nope. That's alright. I didn't want to win anything. I wanted to lose, actually. Losing seemed most optimal. I should be my guy here, though. Should be pizza. So there's a pizza thing here, like little challenge things. So let me get another pizza slice from the shop. Guy's favorite. Pizza. Where is she? So let's finish. That's great. Alright, so moving on from that one, which was a huge bust. Where do I want to go now? I still need to do my job today. It's gonna be Webkinz working.
Which job are you gonna choose today?
You know, I want to do gem mining.
Sorry, but you can't do that job.
Yeah, because I just don't have 20 different types of gems. I'm a bad gem hunter. I'm gonna do the grocery clerk, so I'm a few levels up in this, and it goes very, very quick, and I'm not great at it, but I am going to do my best. I don't know why it's always easiest for me to start with the bottom one. Whether or not it's the optimal way to go. Admittedly, I always have time. This is really no rush at all. I never worked in the grocery store, but I imagine, right, things are zooming past you constantly. Okay, that one's done. Again, it's easier for me just to look at one at a time and not think too much about it. Let me do my best. It's okay if I miss them. I'll be able to do it again when it comes back around. Okay. Banana there. Alright, last one. What do I even want to start with grabbing? Okay. It goes quick-ish. I mean, really, it doesn't. It's honestly such an easy game. I'm like acting like it's the hardest thing in the whole world. It is actually such an easy one. I have so much time. I don't need to worry in any way, shape, or form about completing it. I could literally just wait here. I think one was a corn. No, it was a pineapple. So good. I had 2 minutes left. There's no way I was not gonna win that.
Good for you. You did really well. I'm so
that
happy
one's so
I have hard
easy.
workers like
We're gonna go here. What do I want to do today? I I can't do that one
but
yet.
you can't
Sorry.
do that job. Mess over the letter
I'm
P
gonna do
to find out what special skills you need to do that job.
flooring assistant today. This is just matching patterns. Pattern matching is easy. I, for the reason, always like doing the solid ones first, because those are always the easiest for me to identify. And after that, I kind of just fill in. I mean, that's like my best tip for it. This one's gonna be white. That's wrong. Oh no, it's wrong. I can just fill it in. So easy, yeah. There were patterns left. I'll do all the solid ones again. This one's gonna be solid. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, I remember loving this one as a kid. But I definitely struggled with like how to make, definitely like these shapes over here. It was always like, how do you do that? How do you make that shape? And now as an adult, I'm like, it's so incredibly easy. You don't need to really think about it. It's not that difficult of a challenge in any way, shape, or form to figure out how to make these different shapes. But definitely as a younger person, I could see the difficulty in it. It's just nowadays, it's just not. So oh, there's one more. It's all right. Drop out this dark one over here. That looks good. Beautiful.
Good for you.
Again, almost
You
the full
did
2
really
minutes
well.
still.
I'm so happy I have hard workers like you.
It's not
Check
hard.
the clock to see when you can do your next
My guy has
job.
made so much
See you in a
money
little while.
working. It's almost what we have. I spend more, I guess, than I take in, don't I? Probably not the best methodology. We'll go to Vacation Island. We'll rock the boat, spin the wheel. Rocker. Okay, that's not bad. Spin our little vacation wheel. Webkinz is going to need to sleep. Oh, I guess I go to Souvenir Shack.
Whoa, check it out.
All I see creature plot. I like him. I want it. So in our Souvenir Shack, you can only buy 3 items every single day. So I should look at it every day to make sure if I want anything. Yeah, I think it's only the plushie. I think that's all I need today. We gotta go to the Wish Factory.
Hey, great to see you again. Do you want to use a wish machine today?
Did I get my wish of the day?
Make a wish.
The answer is no. But I will keep going with my big city streetcar.
Nice
I
choice.
want it.
Good luck.
Eventually I will get it. Spin our wheel.
Welcome to the Wheel of Wishes. Good luck.
Okay, a nice wish token.
See you soon.
I honestly don't get those too often.
Hey, great to see you again. Do you want to use a wish machine today?
See.
Token added. Just a
So
few
eventually,
more and we can
I'm
deliver
gonna be
you a
able to
wish.
get something I want. We'll do the adventure park first. Daily bonus tags, yeah. Stoobles, I don't... So there's certain characters in this adventure park I like and don't like. For example, Roberta over here. Hate Roberta. Anti-Roberta completely. Stoobles, he's okay. He's a bit of a nerd. We're kind of looking for a little extra fun. Well, I could use some help if you're interested. Yeah. So he's a little Google, basically a geese duck-like thing, right? I think that's the lore in the Webkinz world. Okay, so fun thing pass up. Just got a little pet medallion. That's great. Eventually, we will get our kiwi, one of our goals. I'll play a stupid game. I kind of hate this game, to be honest. It's kind of a bad one. It's really not bad. It's a cute one. Just getting these little flowers on the tree. Eventually, you just don't want those butterflies to land on him, or else he'll eventually sneeze and you lose. It's not like it's a bad game, it's just a very mid game. I remember as a kid I once got the full ghouls, and I don't think you get anything special. I think it's literally like you get additional points. This will disappear so quickly, so you're on the other side, there's like no way for you to get it. I will probably quit as soon as I get what I need. Yeah, I'll basically beat this level and then I'm just like not gonna get to the next level. I do think, honestly, if I just focus on getting the butterflies and just getting flowers win getting the butterflies, I do think I could do really well in this game. It's just I don't have patience for it. So great. Done that. Done this challenge. We're going back. Okay. What else does he want from me? Nice. Go, go, going! What a fun game. And such good looking characters in that game too. Hey, I lost my lantern last time I was checking the underwater shipwreck. Could you please take this message to Sarah the mermaid and she'll let you go looking for it. Alright, so this time we're going underwater. My hair is looking so fantastic. Oh, excuse me, that was gross. Wow. So here's our lovely underwater mermaid. This is her world. Hi, is that message for me from Stoogles? Let me see that. Stoogles lost his lantern. Okay, just go in the shipwreck and look for a way down. You should find room there to dig. When you find the lantern, bring it back up for Stoogles. I will do that, because that is really the only option I have. Yeah, one other thing is, like, I hate not being able to use my keys. You're like only able to click around for things, which I don't necessarily love that design. Yeah, so this is where you want to dig. You do get a little indication whether you're close or not. So we got freezing, meaning wherever his little lantern is pretty far away. So I'm gonna go to the complete opposite side of the room. Okay, so we're warmer, we're getting closer, but we're not hot. Let me move 2 units. With that, I still have 7 shovels. It's better to use your shovels than to not use your shovels. So I'm gonna keep digging and just get random little things. Potentially they're nothing at all. Sometimes this can catch. Like there. So I'm just gonna use up my shovels. Okay. Nice. That was easy enough. And also, instead of clicking all the way back, I literally just go back to Adventure Park. It's a little sneaky cheat, you know? Rather than wasting my time and clicking all the way back, I just click once to get back. Crap. Looking good. In case anyone around it wants to see what I have to say. Finished now. So So we did great. We got a lovely basketball hardcourt flooring, something I desperately need in my home. What else do we have? Okay, let me do Quizzy's Corner. We're just gonna do like his daily question today.
There. Welcome
At least
to
right
Quizzy's
now.
Question Corner. I'm your host,
Phoebe
Quizzy.
Gilman. I
Just
don't
choose an
know
age
who
group
this
to
is.
start answering questions, or you can
Is
head
this
on
the
over to the
author?
Discovery Zone for even
I
more
can get
trivia.
something from nothing. I don't know at all what that is. No recollection of that. Don't know if it's a popular book, like, do not know. Which, actually, my guy, Snowy's here, is a little sleepy, so I'm gonna get home first. And then, yeah, I'll put you to sleep. And then we're gonna go back to the arcade. Alrighty, doing our daily activities that we must do every single day. So I got this a little bit ago. I don't think you can eat it. So I think it's something you can just sell. So it's really just 200 Quizzy cash. Which isn't a bad thing to get. Like, it's not a bad prize on the wheel, but it's just weird. Because they have other coins that are like, you could sell it to get that Quizzy cash. But also, like, why not just give me the Quizzy cash? Why are we taking an extra step? Which doesn't make sense to me. So yesterday, I played the wishing well. Got 3 pets right here in the middle. $300. Which is nice. This time I'm probably gonna get, like, nothing. Doing great. Okay, we got 5. Alright, we got, like, not much at all today. That's alright. I did really well yesterday. That's really what matters. Wishing well. Next. Doing our Jumbleberry Fields. Our Yahtzee-like game. Okay, we're gonna do the 3 Jumbleberries. 4 Jumbleberries now. Can we get 5? Beautiful. Another 3 Jumbleberries. Potentially gonna do our 4. Yep, 4 is good. Not anything great. I'm gonna maybe go for my mixed basket. We're really gonna hope. Okay, basket of 3 for the sugar berries. It's fine. Not great. Not horrendous. Let's see what we do for our pickleberries. Okay. Not bad roll for them. I haven't gotten 1 moonberry yet. My moonberries have been dry, which is not great. Okay. What? I mean, I could go for the mixed basket again. Okay, that's the best you can do for a mixed basket. Okay. Now we're getting our moonberries. Let's see, can we get more? More moonberries. 7 on the moonberry, or 13 free roll. This is our moonberry one. So that's not bad. That's a great free roll. I'm gonna take it. Okay, not the greatest I've ever done in this game, but not horrendous. It sucks we didn't get a moonberry. But our red jar, our yellow jar is filling up the fastest, so hopefully we'll be able to get the yellow bear fairly soon. No. Just pass it. We're going to the mall. There's let's say a fairly realistic chance that we get to the mall today. And we get to do a little shopping spree and we'll see what. Actually, it may not be today because I'd have to get all the way there. Definitely next time. Maybe not next time. What luck. mean, cash good, but annoying. Let's see if I get an extra roll from this. Oh god. Why did I do that? Why? Okay. This isn't... Yep, that did not seem good. Alright, but I have it. I get a couple dice. I get to move back a space. Free play, okay. That's nice. And that's where we end our spree. That means tomorrow, maybe, we'll get it. Alright, I'm going back home. My guys all slept up. Alright. So there is like this glitch within the game where it's like if you sleep, your food meter goes all the way down. And it does this fairly often. My Webkinz diet currently is just pizza and only ever pizza. Which they probably like. Alright, we're going back to the arcade. You know what? I'm feeling a little gamey. Want to make a little bit more money. We could do... Let's play the daily game at least once. As you can see, I've never played this one. What game is this? I think this is like going up or down. The object of the game is to remove cards from column at the top to discard a pile at the bottom. Cards on the columns can be clicked and moved if they're one or higher or one lower than the card on the discard pile. If there are no cards that can be moved, click on the deck to put a new card on the discard pile. The game ends when time expires or the deck is empty and there's no more moves. You can clear all the cards before time is up. You automatically dealt another game to increase your score. And then I get it out of it. Let's play it. Yeah, so this is just like going up. So if I had 6, I could go down to 5 or up to 7. So here we could do it there. And that's it. Do I want to go? I mean, either way, it doesn't really get me anywhere. Let me do the jack for now. Okay. 6, 5, 8, 9, 4. I think doing 3, 2, ace, 2, 3. That was a little bit of a run. We got somewhere there. So we got king to the queen. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Or do I want to go back up to 8? I think 6, 5 is my best bet. Maybe. That could have been the completely incorrect choice that I made, but that's alright. 8. We could then do 7, 6, 5. Or that's actually all I can do. 7, 6, 5. Queen. Can I I wish I could move a thing. So jack is good. I'm gonna get the queen, I think. I should have done that. I'm done. 8 or 10. Which one? We'll do that 10. I didn't even think of the time. That's embarrassing. Okay, no, I'm replaying that. I could do way, way better than that. 3, 2, 3, 4. Not horrible. Great. Dish it. Now that was the bad choice. 9, 10, 9. That's the best you could really do with that. Jack, queen, king, queen, jack, queen. 7, 8, 7. I mean, it doesn't really matter which, right? I think is a better choice. 5, 6. King, ace, 2, ace, king, queen, jack, 10, jack, 10. What a run. Crazy run. 4, 3, 2, ace, or 4, 5, 6. I mean, 3, 2, ace, I think is the better bet. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why do I have so many sixes? Why? There's other things. Okay. 5, 6. Finger snaps. Requires finger snaps. Just beat it. That's great. So 4, literally nothing. Ace, 2, ace, 2. Okay. 8, 9, 7, 6, 9, 10. 9, 10. You know, I'm going 7, 6, 7, 6. That's what I have. Okay, not. You know, I think it might have been the right choice. 10, jack for now. 5, 4, 3, 2, ace, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not great. 4, 4, 4, not great. 6 doesn't help. Jack doesn't help. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 9, 10. That's really it. 9, 8. Okay. King, queen. King, queen. King. King. Jack. Okay. I tried. You know, not a super bad run. With that, let me try going for one of the games. Yeah. You know what? We're going for one of the games that I want to eventually beat. Actually, let me do. We're gonna do Jumbleberry Blast. We're gonna at least give one run to Jumbleberry Blast. So this is one of those games that I believe has levels. Right, I think if I read it, collect 3 or more berries, complete the goal for each level, then move on to the next one. The first time you complete all the levels, you win a trophy. So ultimately, I want to win that trophy. The thing is, I've gotten pretty far in this game before, but you always start from the beginning. I will always forever start at level 1. It is so incredibly frustrating. They always explain to you how this game works, and it's like, I know how this game works. I've played it now a ridiculous number of times. But yeah, basically I'm just berries the same color, making a line, getting to whatever my goal is. Obviously the more berries you connect, the higher point value that is. So just really by getting the most amount of points here, at least as of right now. That feels good. I do think I have to sneeze though. Oh, bless me, sorry about that. Actually, this one's better. So again, more berries, more points, etc. X, Y, Z. Pretty simple game mechanic. That is quite an enjoyable game. I do actually enjoy just matching the colors. It's relaxing. There's no time aspect to it. Obviously, as you get to the harder levels, it does become harder to reach whatever the goal is. But at these levels, it's very easy, and I say that, and I will end up losing. That's okay. I don't need to win all the time, to be honest. But we'll at least give it one go through and see, I don't know, if I'm able to get it. So now it tells me, try a combo of 7+ berries, and you get, like, special berries because of it. I've already been getting more than that. So it'd be nice if they let me get that before, but they don't. So you can see it just covers that line. This one's going to cover that line, but right now I see a better score being made here. actually. That's a tight one. That was good. Yeah. Again, normally try to get some plus berries, but sometimes you can't. Right now, I'm about to. It's nice. Honestly, this game is extremely relaxing. Which is, sometimes just feels nice. Sometimes you just want a nice, relaxing game. Very low pressure, low stakes. Again, I think this is how many turns I have left, so yeah, made it. You get bonus points if you have a lot more turns than you needed. So yeah, these are the rot. I, for the longest time, just thought it was watermelon rinds that they were whatever used in. It made sense in my head. Obviously, that is not what it actually is. But that's alright. Nonetheless, we should be able to beat that right there. You may ask me, why did I decide to go through that ridiculous path to get that? And the truth is, I just want more points. More points are nice. More points I get, the more Webkinz cash you get. So it's beneficial sometimes to just do a little bit longer of a thing, despite the fact that you do not actually have to. Beautiful. I have lost on the strawberry rot, not the strawberry rot, these rot levels. Sometimes they are a little difficult to get. Right now I'm doing, I think, okay. Where I think, actually, this one's gonna be a better one to get right now. Yeah, I've got this level locked. This one I think is a little harder, has been harder for me before. Okay, I think we have... It's gonna be this one that's gonna be a little difficult to get. Which will be potentially frustrating. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I 100% have this. I think I'm gonna go slightly longer. I go that way. Yeah. So incredibly. Oh, I didn't even notice I still had this one. That's alright. We are perfectly in the clear nonetheless. Okay, so I do want to go down there. It's also annoying because sometimes like you have to prioritize the rot in this case rather than like a higher point value, which I never like to do. I always like to go for the higher point value because I think that is more fun. Hard to go for, but hey, it is what it is. That will get us there. Okay. I think we have this. Ooh, I didn't even notice that this one's here. I think nonetheless we have this. Yeah. So incredibly good. Alright, so this one, no rot, just make it as many points as you can get. Which is typically an easier goal for me. Actually, let's go this way. It's gonna be something better. That's fine. It wasn't the best thing I could have probably done, but it wasn't a bad one. I have a really long chain right now that I should be able to do. Yeah. So good. Another one just score. Again, I do like it when it's just the score ones. It's typically a little too easy. I think the next level is going to be the jars, which then get a little bit more gnarly sometimes, and their movement sometimes honestly pisses me off. Yeah. This is the next one, jar. Yeah. Some of these jars we need to collect. It's going to explain to me how to do it, even though I know how to do it. Again, they're typically not hard, it's just sometimes they move around in a weird capacity. I can't really just, like, explain that. Like, you'll have to just see it when it happens. But sometimes they just move in a weird way. I don't like it. Although whatever this jammy substance is, I do wish I could try it at some point. Like, again, just move. I mean, I guess that semi-makes sense. I don't know. Maybe it does all make sense, and I'm actually just not on this. So you moved all the way over there. The thing is, it sucks if I get caught on this. Like, it's not a fun time. It also sucks when I go down the side. And, like, so now right here, there's not much I can do. Need things to be a certain way. What does that even mean? I don't even know how to explain it. It's just, I feel like we're gonna be stuck. I don't think we're gonna get it. I have a strong feeling on this one that, you know what, lied about my strong feeling about not getting it. I knew 100% we were gonna win that one. I 100% knew. I knew there was no way I could lose it. I do love it when I get these like right under them because it's like, oh, clear shot. When it's not, it's annoying. Not the worst of things. Okay, I can manage, I think. Yeah. Yeah, we got this. Oh, there's another one right here, but that's okay. Yeah, no, we're good, we're good, we're good. Brilliant. So again, I think there's 30 levels in this game, if I remember correctly. That being said, you know, maybe this is the run. Maybe this is the run I've needed, and somehow already I'll be able to 100% this game. I doubt that for a lot of different reasons, but I can hope. I can really, 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 really hope that this is the time I've done it. I am trying to bring like all these guys down here because I feel like that is going to increase my chances, because I know I'll get both of those. I don't think I'll get you yet. It's okay. I have 60 moves to get you. So again, he's not moving from there, and I don't know how to get him. I don't know if I just have to... Okay, so now I have to get red berries, I think, down there. Which is easier said than actually done, because I'm probably gonna have to get Where did those berries? I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Maybe I'm doing the right moves, maybe I'm doing the complete wrong moves. I actively don't know right now. It's so unfortunate. They were the wrong moves. I've done all the wrong moves. All the moves for this one were wrong. It's okay. You have lives though, so I have another go. We could potentially do it. Okay. Focus. You know what? Actually, I want the center one. Center one is better. And you would just thought it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, actually, where did that? Okay. Again, sometimes I do feel like it's just pure luck. I mean, aren't most things honestly just pure luck, whether you get it or not? There's no rhyme or reason to the world, it's literally just, are you lucky enough? If yes, succeed. I just need the proper things to be here and it'll be fine. Not completely what I wanted. Okay. I think I got it. I think we're good. I think we're good. Nice. Sweet, sweet success. Alright, what is the best to start with? I mean, I think those two. They're easiest. Those two are done. Now the other ones. I think. So we'll just get that. Wish you could like move things around in some capacity. But sadly that is not the type of game this is. I'm just gonna have to hope that other things happen the way I want them to happen. Things are not happening really the way I want them to. Okay, that's not the worst. I say it's not the worst, not realizing I was close. Not having anything. Okay, so that's not bad. Let me see about doing that. How does that? I think it'd be nice to do that. I don't know if that's actually helpful. Oh, actually, backtrack. This is what I should do to pop it. 5 more moves. What can I do? I think that's what I can do is this. It'd be nice if I had that, but I don't. I'm going to... But again, that was actually a horrendous thing to have happen. None of that lines up the way I'd want it to. Okay. We could at least get this going. Okay, we can at least get that. And maybe things are perfect. What luck? So see, luck sometimes happens for us. And it's nice when luck does happen, because I'm not always the most lucky. Alright, so now we have our jars again. Let's see if we can get you to move this way in any way capacity. Okay. Alright, now you move there. So, see, it moves randomly. It decides it wants to move, not... It feels very much just out of my control and does what it wants to do. There's like no rhyme or reason to it. And that's probably not true. But in my head, there's like no rhyme or reason. Which could be sometimes a frustrating game mechanic when you can't control for things. Okay, let me... What do I really want? Don't know if there's a way to salvage this guy over here, because this guy being over here is really, really rough. Okay. Improvements have been made, okay. There's now a shot, there's now a... Yes. Okay, so this is just a score. Okay, I think I could get the score. This is admittedly a lot higher of a score than I've had to get in the past, so we're going to see and hope I'm able to get the score intended. I feel like I should be able to, but yeah, I'm 100% going to be able to. What am I kidding? Like, who am I kidding? Too good. With 19 moves left. 19. There was no way I wasn't getting it. It's fine. Happy nonetheless. There we go. I think that's not too bad. Maybe not the best move in the history of moves, but... Alright, we're getting places. There's 4 of them. Okay. I know I'll be able to get this one. So let's do that one. This one will also... Okay, that's not bad. Honestly, it might... That's annoying. That's annoying it didn't do it. It's annoying it didn't move that way. Like, why not move that way? Okay, we're fine. Beautiful. So now we're level 20. Okay, easy enough. Get rid of the slides. So, I don't think I've gotten to this level yet. Which means I have improved. And this could potentially be the lucky playthrough for this one. Okay. The fly things are easy. Okay. It's probably way harder in some capacity. Okay, I think that's nice. I was just getting rid of some of them just to open up more paths of potential connection. Okay, I think we're fine. Should have done a little bit better there, but that's okay. Yeah, okay, that was easy enough. Okay, 8 pieces of rot, great. No, I almost feel like I should get... Let me do that one first. Higher up ones, I think, are more important. It's like you can mess up the way things are landing, okay? Yeah, so easy. I could actually just make it... I usually make it, like, slightly better. Okay. That wasn't hard at all. Okay, so now this one I want little jars to get out, which is potentially for this one not too bad of a task. Let me do... Yeah, that looked nice. Honestly, moves left, which has me slightly stressed with this guy. Okay, but I think we're gonna be alright. There we go. This is becoming a great run. The thing is, I only have 1 life left, which is not a great sign. It'd be nice if I had additional life, and again, I wish there was a way to get an additional life in this game somehow. Sadly, I don't think that's a thing that exists. This might be it. This might be the ender. This very well could be the ender. So I just have these guys grouped up all together. They're not benefiting me by being grouped up in any way, shape, or form. Okay, at least might be helpful. Okay. Something like that. I think that's, you know, actually. There's a chance we're rescuing this. I think we can rescue this. I think there's a high rescuability. Yeah, we're good. That was close. There was a good chance. Okay, 1,000. This is a lot of points to get in a singular round. But if anyone can do it, it's honestly me. I could do it. Full throttle confidence in myself. I think I'm an extremely capable person. I can get most amount of points that one has ever gotten on this game, ever before. I even know it was that close. I don't like this one. Okay. Let's do that to start. I think. Would be actually good. I don't know if that was the right thing to do. Doesn't really help too much. You know what? I shouldn't. I should do this. So that gets rid of everything there, which is crazy. And that, okay. Let's see how that helps. Okay. I don't think there's any way to rescue this. I think that's going to be it of the run. It's all because of this singular guy. Like, trying to think of any, yeah. If I had one singular more move, that's so annoying. Yeah. So it'll be the next time I do that game again. I'm gonna start from level 1. Despite the fact that I made all the level like 26 or whatever, which is so incredibly frustrating. That's so upsetting. Alright, well, that's just life, right? Sometimes you win them, sometimes you completely lose them. Let's do something easy. Easy, I mean also torturous, in a different way. We're gonna do Quizzies, because you know what? I need to get some of these things done. So I think I mentioned it this time around, but like one of my other goals is to completely 100% Quizzies area. But there's so many quiz questions that it could literally last forever. I don't know if I want to go crazy. We won't go crazy yet. We're gonna try I do mean every calendar trivia as well here. We're gonna start with number 25. Not 25, 2005. Wow. 2005 would be 20,000. It's crazy to think. 2005 was 20 years ago. That's honestly probably when I was playing this game. I played this game 20 years ago. Yeah, if that makes sense. Well, I would have been like 8 or so. So maybe I'm gonna try going through all of 2005 trivia in Quizzies. We're gonna see how this goes. I don't know if I'll actually get through it. I might just get through a few. What's the first type of sugary? What? Oh, surgery. Sugary? Gosh. I'm assuming... I mean, I could totally see it cutting into someone's head. Yeah, because why would you start small? Why not just go to probably the most important area of someone's body? But that's okay. Alright, 2, let's go. I wish it just went, but it's fine. Which city was built on more than 100 small islands? Venice, right?
Miss Caroline would be impressed.
A person who faints will not fall in which... Oh, they'll never fall backwards.
You are quite the student.
I one time as a kid, so book fairs were obviously huge back in the day. As was Twilight. And I remember specifically for the Scholastic Book Fair, there was a poster of Taylor Lautner. And so I was a Team Jacob fan. And so I thought it would be funny if I looked at the poster of Taylor Lautner and I fainted. And I pretended to faint in front of my friends. And my friends actually, to this day, believe I actually fainted. Even though I've told them I didn't. They're like, no, you definitely fainted. It's like, no, I actively didn't. I mean, America? Okay. Europe? Nope. Apparently Asia. Interesting. For hundreds of years, people in Asia have used ketchup. Who would have known? I feel like Asia was known for so many other great condiments. But, like, I wouldn't think ketchup. I would think, like, Italy or maybe something like that. Skunks are members of the, I would say, weasel family.
Miss Caroline would be impressed.
What is zoophobia? I'm assuming, like, a fear of animals or something like that. Yeah, zoophobia is not a fear of zoos, but zoophobics probably won't want to go near one. Definitely would agree with that. Where would I find Paris? Okay, some of these are so easy. Okay, we're going country instead of exact city. I could have gone to city. Before the clock was invented, what was the most complex machine people created before the clock? I mean, I'm assuming car wasn't invented. Yeah. But like those other things feel like they were invented after the clock. I feel like you need to figure out a clock before. Because clocks are very geared focused. So these other things I feel like also have gears. And the clock is probably where you first utilize gears. Why do earthworms come out during the rain? Oh, they don't want to drown. That I know. What makes bees and flies about? So it's the yeah, wings vibrating, right? Okay, we're pushing through February. Only one planet in our solar system rotates. I don't know. Venus.
It looks like you learned
There you go. Venus is like sun. Yeah. I will honestly say to this day, I don't know the order of the planets. I just don't. I've never decided to memorize that fact. I don't know the order of the planets by heart. How do dolphins whiff? They're through the blowholes. They can whistle through there. It's like us. They're just blowing air out of it. Like we can blow air out of our mouth. I can't whistle though. Oh, these are all cheeses.
It looks like you learned quite a bit.
Yeah. Which is the saltiest sea? I mean, this is going to be the Red Sea. The Dead Sea is what I meant. Red and Dead sound exactly the same. And I definitely meant the Dead Sea. But I saw Red Sea. I was like, oh, it's that. A sponge has... They do have a group of cells. Yeah. Yeah, sponges do not have any tissues or organs. Instead, they have a lot of very different types of cell types that do a lot of functions. So, like, I teach biology, and so, for example, sponges have these things called collar cells or canocytes. and they specifically are going to be involved in kind of creating current through the sponge, as well as ingesting different materials from the water. Because sponges are filter feeders, they'll take little microbes, etc. from the water. And basically, these collar cells have these components on them that help, bring it into them. So I do know about the sponges. I do know the fact that they have no tissues or organs, but they are animals. They are animals, not anything else. They are a type of animal. What is the longest river in the... So I would always say the Amazon, but I think it's actually the Nile. I don't know why I always think it's the Amazon. Yeah, because it's really close. Honestly, it doesn't really matter at that point. You're talking 100 few. Whales used to have legs, yeah. So there's actually remnants of bones within the whale's body that resemble what their legs would have been kind of like. And they still have kind of some bones that remain from those like ancient, leg structures. But obviously they've lost it now. What is the moon shaped like? I mean, it's gonna be a basketball. Are we doing egg? Or are we saying because it's... The moon is egg shaped, but we can't really tell because we're looking at one of the thin ends. Oh, I guess I never thought of that. Huh. Interesting. How often does the sun rotate? We rotate around the sun. Does it count rotation? I mean, okay. I had no idea. Okay, so it's talking about like it's not rotating around something, it's just spinning. Which planet is most similar to Earth in size? I mean, this is gonna be Mars. Venus. I knew that. So despite the fact that I teach biology, I definitely do not teach astronomy in any way, shape, or form. I'm not good with planets. Which animal does not usually drink any water? Do koalas not? The leaves though will have water in them. I think that's where the koalas get their water instead. What is the fastest flying bird? I know hummingbirds are really fast, but I know peregrine falcons are also really fast. Yeah. They can be fast. They can reach up to 175 miles per hour, which is very quick. How long does it take the average person to fall asleep? I say like 15 minutes. 7 minutes? I disagree with that. I feel like that is a 2005 stat. I feel like if you did it now to see how long the average person takes to fall asleep, it would be way higher. In fact, let's see if that stat has changed at all. I just feel like so many people like complain about like being able to fall asleep, and that it seems like on average now it's 10 to 20. So my guess of 15 was probably more correct for nowadays. Imagine falling asleep in 7 minutes or less. That'd be crazy. Which animal drinks about 50 gallons of water? Definitely not us. I would say an elephant. They're huge. What does an adult butterfly never do? Rest, eat, have babies, I mean, they're not gonna be growing anymore, I don't think. Yeah, when a caterpillar turns into a butterfly, it has no more growing to do. Yeah, I would assume. Haggis is a natural, I mean, this is going to be Scotland. Nobody loves Scotland. Haggis is made from meat, onions, oatmeal, and peppers, all stuffed into a sausage. I don't think I've ever had haggis. Something I would definitely be willing to try at some point. What color is a Bengal tiger? Orange and black, right? Brown? White? I don't think I know what a Bengal tiger is. I think I just think of a classic tiger. Okay, Bengal tigers definitely could be white. Yeah, sure. On which day do Americans spend most on candy? I mean, this is going to be Halloween. Yeah. February done. Let's moving on to March. A giraffe cleans its ears with its tongue. A sponge. I love the imagery of a giraffe trying to reach its head with a sponge because its neck is so long. There's no way it'd ever be able to reach its head with a sponge. So, like, how could it ever reach its ears? Like, just imagining it trying. And I think it's a very funny image in my head. On April 15, 1912, what I mean, this has to be the Titanic, because that's the only one I can think of. What is Australia's capital? Sydney. Sydney, Australia. Is it Melbourne? Perth? Canberra. Really? Huh. Didn't even know that was a city in Australia. No square piece of paper can be folded. Oh, this is a thing. I think is it 12 or 7? You can try and try, but the square piece of paper can't be folded. Yeah. It just gets like too thick to fold. Which is kind of just a crazy thing that you just can't do it. What do aardvarks especially like to eat? I think termites.
It looks like you learned quite a bit.
Honestly, I thought I would do better, but I'm doing way worse. Which toy was first used as a weapon? I could totally see a yo-yo being used as a weapon. Yeah. Yo-yo was first used by warriors in the Philippines as a weapon. It's honestly kind of a good weapon choice. I'm thinking, like, if I were to play D&D, how funny would it be to say, like, I want a yo-yo as my weapon. I think that would be a really good choice of weapon. Because it always comes back to you. You get to kind of throw it, so it's kind of ranged. You could add, like, knives or something to the end of it. It could be good. When there's no food to eat, when there's no food, what do ribbon worms eat? Themselves? I don't know what a ribbon worm is. Interesting. What is a ribbon worm? If you are listening and watching, you should also look up what a ribbon worm is, just so we are on the same page on what a ribbon worm is. Can I just see an image of it, please? I don't need your AI explanation. Oh. I don't know if I like them. They're kind of, at least the images I'm seeing are kind of weird, and I don't feel great about them. I feel slightly uncomfortable by them. How many hairs on a person's head fall out every day? I'm gonna say like 50.
You are quite the studious student.
Humans lose about 50 head hairs every day, but there are about 100,000 altogether, and they grow back. I swear I lose more than 50 head hairs a day. The first newspaper was printed in, I don't know. Oh, like location. Germany? I meant to press Germany, not Chile. That was by accident. 1609. Okay. Which makes sense, because I think, like, the Gutenberg, like, that's a thing, right? That makes sense. How fast is this? I don't know. I don't know how fast. We're spinning dumb fast, right? Yeah. Which animal is one of the 12 in the Chinese calendar? A rat is. I know a rat is. I believe, if I remember correctly, I'm technically the rabbit. Which is, of course, why I chose a rabbit snowy as my thing. Where can you see a luau? Oh, in your mouth. Is that the... No. What is this? On your hands. What is this? A lunawa is a half-moon shape seen at the bottom of your fingers. The half-moon shape? Oh, are they talking about... Oh, that, like, part of your fingernail that's, like, slightly different coloration on the bottom. Huh. I am learning things. You know, that's a good thing about this. I am actually learning. What is the only marsupial that lives in North America? A possum. How many stars can you see on a dark, clear night? I don't know. A lot. 30,000? If you're lucky enough to get a dark place on a clear night. I can imagine. I haven't counted, but sure. What language would I be speaking if I said adios? That'd be Spanish. I at least know that much. Spanish. UNICEF. I don't really know what they stand for. I mean, I know it's like a children's fun thing.
You are quite the studious student.
Which bird can fly? Penguin can't, ostrich can't, kiwi can't, so it's gonna be a swift. What is it? Like a nation's delicacy is a special delicious food. I mean, do delicacies have to be delicious? I guess depends on opinion. Yeah, one culture might think it's delicious, and I might not want to try it. Again, they're thinking exactly what I was thinking on that one. A 300-pound mother black bear's baby weighs, I mean, probably not a lot. 6 pounds? 20 pounds? A half pound? I can't even. I mean, that sounds so cute. A little bear and half a pound? That sounds so cute. What does this dog name Fido mean? I think faithful or best friend. Yeah. Latin, this weapon. It only means faithful. Yep, makes sense. What do sassafras and mulberry trees have in common? I don't really know. They have 3 kinds of leaves? Okay. I did not know that. Where do trees get most of their water? From the ground? I was like, is it this easy? How old is he? I mean, ridiculously old. I don't know. Yeah. We don't know exactly when. It's a range. That makes sense. There's an extra day in February every 4 years because, it's a leap year. So we're going with. A year is counted as 365 days, but it's actually that amount of days, yeah. What are asteroids? They're just rocks? Chunk of rocks. How long do shark pups babies stay with their mothers? I don't know. They don't stay. Oh, shark pups are on their own from the moment they're born. They often go and hide among sea plants for a while. Okay. From which 2 elements is water? Oh, hydrogen and oxygen. What can move at 60 feet per day? Glacier? Yeah. How? Why I guess that? I don't really know. Stars are made of stardust. I don't know, but they're gases, right? Yeah. Where are there no wild penguins? I mean, I don't think there's actually any. Right? Yeah. They only live in the far south of the world, so like none of them are in like the Arctic North. The spiny anteater and the duck-billed platypus are both going to be egg-laying mammals. Yeah. Yeah, these are going to be the only 2 Australian animals are going to be the only ones that lay eggs. Moving through March. Let's get through April. I think I could do this whole year. How much food will you eat in your lifetime? Probably a lot. 50? What is the lowest place in America? I mean, this is going to be Death Valley.
You are quite the studious student!
Lightning strikes the earth about 100 times every second. Okay, if we think across the entire world, it makes sense. What was the heaviest dinosaur? I don't know. Bronto sounds. I don't exactly know what Brachiosaurus does, but it sounds like a bro chatty type of dinosaur, so it makes sense that he's big. About how many people have perfect vision? Probably not a lot. I'd say 1 in 5. 1 in a third of people who see very well. I wonder if that stats change. Definitely with like us using electronics so much, I imagine a lot more people have worse eyesight because of the fact. Also, I think like most old people don't have great eyesight. I feel like most of the I don't believe in this stat. I disagree with that. Percentage of people with 20/20 vision. Yeah. It depends on the age. Like, if you're younger, obviously you have a lot higher. like 80%. I don't want to do math. I don't know. Okay, maybe natural 20/20 vision is relatively rare in adults. Only 1 in 3. Like, I don't know how I feel about that stat. I guess it's correct. I don't know if I agree. What do you do about 23,000 times in one day? Blank. Breathe in. What is the strongest natural fiber? I don't know. I know spider silk is pretty good. Crazy to think. Okay, what percent of mammals? I don't know how many are 10? Okay, so a lot of mammals like nightlife. Good for them. Not me, I'd go to sleep now. What is lava? Hot liquid rock. I mean, yes. There are more blank than any other type of insects. Bees? Ants? That's a lot of different types of ants. Insects are also a big group. What color are the rarest diamonds? I thought diamonds were always white. Green. I didn't know diamonds came in other colors. I just didn't know. How am I supposed to know that? What percent of all living things that have ever, most of the things. Goliath frogs are famous for being, I'm assuming, big. I said big and accidentally pressed small because I'm bad at life. What is Donald Duck's? Donald Duck has a middle name. Reginald? No, Ronald. Ronald McDonald? Franklin? What? Font Leroy? I know he has 3 nephews called Huey, Dewey, and Louie. I had no idea his middle name was Font Leroy. It's got a bad middle name. What kind of box would you see a cereal box? They're great. Iconic. How many mammal babies are in the biggest lighter? 4?
Even though you didn't get it right, now you've learned something new.
Thanks. I guess some mice could. So, as part of learning, I did research, and you used a lot of times mice for research, so we used mice. I can tell you, mice never had litters of up to 30, over 30 babies. They were maybe 8 to, I would say, 14 at most. Which, again, a lot of babies. But not ever over 30. In which city would I find a hockey team? Oh, this is going to be Pittsburgh Penguins. The ancient Olympics were held in honor of... Zeus? Okay, I should have guessed. I don't know why I said the people of Athens. Why do people care about the Athens? With all the different Greek islands, Athens just being one of them. It's okay. Which animal did all dogs come from? A gray wolf. Not really, they didn't come from a gray wolf. They came, the gray wolf and dogs, I think, have a common ancestor. So I would say that's not completely correct. What is the most sparsely populated country? Mongolia? In the capital of Mongolia, you need to use the letter A 5 times. Ulaanbaatar? Probably saying that wrong. What type of animal is an oryx? An antelope? Yeah, I was like, it sounds like that. Which type of bird has the same coloring in males and females? I want to say swans. Yeah, so a lot of birds will typically be different coloration. Males typically tend to be the prettier coloration because they're trying to attract females. What do ligaments do? They hold joints together. What kind of animal does a jackal resemble? I mean, like hyena, cat, it's sure a dog. Didn't really know where they were gonna go with that. Who was Mother Teresa? Oh, religious stuff here. A nun. In addition to your fingerprints, what is going to be unique about you? I think your tongue print is also unique. Not that I think you'll ever use your tongue for any identification purposes, but what were the pyramids? I think they're just tombs, right?
Miss Caroline would be impressed.
Which one of these 4 objects is there most of in the world? Probably nowadays telephones, because everyone has one. Computer. Almost half the people in the world have never used a That's dated. That is so incredibly dated. Was that the people in the world have never used a telephone? 100% not true nowadays. Everyone has a telephone. I mean, I guess maybe not in everybody, but a large portion of populations have a telephone. What does paleontologists do? They study fossils. Last one for March. With what do most people eat? I think most people actually use chopsticks, but I would say fingers. Again, I'm going to disagree with this, because I feel like most areas have some finger foods, right? And like, people across all different countries will at least use their fingers to eat some types of foods. Obviously, there's some type of foods I will specifically use a fork and knife. There's also some types of foods I will specifically use the chopsticks for. But not most foods, but across all different countries, I would say everyone can use their fingers to eat. So I'm disagreeing with that one as well. I said we're almost done with March. I meant April because we already done March, because March is cool car guy. April, rain. Makes sense. April showers. And May's probably gonna be some flowers. Supersonic jets can go really fast. Yep. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get to June. Right, and then we'll do the last 6 months another time. A female pigeon cannot lay eggs if she is alone.
It looks like you learned quite a
I need
bit.
a friend. How did more than 20 million people die in 1918? Was that one? Yeah, Spanish flu. Killed mostly young, healthy adults, and people thought the world was coming to an end. Yeah, we've dealt with it again. There's only one element in diamonds. What is it? It's just a lot of carbon. I was about to say hydrogen, but that doesn't make sense. It's a lot of carbon together. What do whales spout out their blowholes? I think air. Yeah. Because the air is basically pushing all the water that's above it, like, away, which is why it looks like water. Which planets is the Earth between? Again, I'm not good with Mars and Venus and Mars. Okay, so it's Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. That's... Why did I always think Mars was closer? What weird brain does. What do polar bears eat the most? They're gonna eat fish or seals. I would say fish, but maybe seals. That makes sense. It just feels like there's not enough seals to support the life of polar bears. Which animal can lift 50 times? I mean, ants are particularly strong.
You are quite the studious student.
Kangaroos are marsupials. Which of these animals is also marsupial? Koalas? Air is mostly made of oxygen. I mean, I think... Yeah, it was like, it's mostly nitrogen. Oxygen's pretty, not close behind, but behind. Most dinosaurs were... They're gonna be mostly plant eaters. I mean, most things are going to always be plant eaters. What did the words cirrus, stratus, and these can describe clouds? I remember the cloud lesson. I remember that they look different from each other. Do I remember exactly what's related to what? No. When do bees exercise together in a big... Oh, what? When do bees exercise together in a big ball? When it's cold? Bees dance and jump around in a big ball to stay warm on cold days. I don't know if I've ever seen that. When do bees put water on their larvae? When it's hot? Bees will get the larvae. Okay. Making sense. What was Disney's first full-length animated feature? I mean, this is gonna be Snow White.
You are quite the studious student.
Why do geese fly in a V? I like the idea. It's their favorite letter. Does it help them fly faster? Right, yeah, I would assume. What is the highest mountain range? The Himalayas? How many eggs are eaten per person in the world in 1 year? Probably a decent amount. So 240? I definitely don't think I eat 240 eggs, but I bet other people make up for that difference. I do like eggs, but I definitely don't eat them that often. In what movie would you find a character? Oh, this is gonna be Peter Pan. Why are there no buffalo in North America? I don't know. They're never in America. Yes, it's a bison. I remember that. I should remember that. It's okay. I'm so smart. What is the main difference between apes and monkeys? Apes don't have tails. It's kind of one of the main defining factors between the two. We are a type of ape. Well, we're not. We're most related. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's fine. There are about 4 pounds of blank in an adult person's body. I mean, heart tissue, I can see. Sugar? Skin? Sugar? Sure? I don't know how they've measured that, but sure. From your wrist to your elbow is the same size. I always heard it was your foot. Prehensile tails are tails that can grab onto things. They're like capable of like doing things, you know? It's like having an extra hand, which would be kind of cool if we still had tails, because it'd be nice to have the additional hand. The dinosaur went extinct, I don't know, 65 million years ago. Yep, that's correct. I do actually know that. The first one, I'm assuming just mint. Okay, yeah, peppermint. I feel like mint was just a classic beginning flavor. Acrophobia? This doesn't look like arachnophobia. That's the open space. Fear of heights. Okay, I didn't know. I definitely don't have. I love heights. I think heights are so fun. What is the fear of fire being called? I don't know. Pyrophobia?
It looks like you learned quite a bit.
But I love heights. I want to go skydiving. I haven't gone skydiving yet, but I want to go skydiving. But I have done like, not bungee jumping, but some jumping down a thing that you're on a rope or whatever. But it's not like you bounced up and down. I've done like zip lining, etc. I love being high. I love heights. I think they're so fun. Like, I thoroughly enjoy being high up and looking down on an edge. It just goes forever. Where are tigers? I know they're in Asia. So I don't have any fear of heights. One specific type of bird remained hidden from people for over 90 years. A parrot? Interesting. I'm assuming it's a specific type of parrot, not just generally parrots. There could be 50 million bacteria in a drop of water. Like, they're so tiny. There's so many of them. Alright, last month for today. This is the very last. I can't do another month. Which sentence about chameleons is true? You can look in 2 directions at once. Yeah, I was like, I feel like chameleons have eyes that could just go in different places, or at least that's like how different animations show them, so I think that makes sense. Why are dung beetles called dung beetles? Ultimately, Dr. Dung, sure. Oh, I didn't even read the first choice, and I knew it's because I think they eat feces or whatever. That makes sense. I've ruined my scoring status. It's fine. What was invented on a hot day in 1904? Let's say lemonade. Iced tea. The tea salesman wasn't getting much business. That makes sense. So he made his tea cold. You know, smart move by that guy. Really, really smart move. What's the only English-speaking country in Central America? Belize or Panama? Belize? I didn't know that. Which of these dances is the oldest? I thought the waltz is really old.
You are quite the studious student.
Which metal is liquid at room temperature? I mean, like things like lead, mercury, yeah. How much ice covered the Earth throughout most of its history? I don't know. A little more. Or not. Okay. Sure. I guess that makes sense. The atmosphere was really hot to begin with. When was the human population 5 billion? I don't know. 1987? We have too many people. What does, I mean, records?
It
Says
looks
in
like
its
you
name, I
learned
think that makes
quite a
sense.
bit.
Plants at the bottom of the ocean are white because there's no sunshine. They don't have chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is just the pigment that makes a plant green. Which of the mammals are mammals? Frogs and toads are not. Dolphins and whales are.
It looks like you learned quite a bit.
What happened in the universe about 1,500,000,000 years ago? Big Bang? I don't know. Galaxies? Okay. Totally could be true. What's the most common element in the universe? Probably hydrogen and carbon. Hydrogen and helium? Helium? Really? I didn't think helium was that common. Unidentified flying object. Do that one. I know my aliens, but not other things. Galileo was put in jail for saying, oh, the Earth went around the sun. Yeah. Which he was right about. But we had a Earth-centric philosophy feed in. Do moths eat clothing? No. Moths don't eat clothes, but their larvae do. I mean, okay, would we not say moth larvae aren't moths? Like, would we say that? Like, is that accurate to say that the moth larvae aren't moths? Like, are they two separate things? So I disagree. What is the fastest flying insect? I feel like dragonflies are secretly fast, yeah. When do lions do most of their hunting? I believe at night. How many muscles does one person have? I mean, I don't know. 600? Okay. Yeah, I didn't know exactly how many muscles we have. There were 7 Cleopatras. Peru? Greece. Even the most famous Cleopatra was an Egyptian. It is thought she didn't even speak the ancient. Okay. How can flies walk on the ceiling and on glass? I think their feet have sticky hairs. Flies use special hairy pads on their feet that put out a sticky oil, enabling them to easily walk on your ceiling and even on glass. In a matriarchy, obviously the woman, we should have matriarchies. What are sound? I mean, communication. I mean, I think all these could be ages. Who is thought to have invented the rocking chair? I don't know. Thomas Edison was a big inventor. Benjamin Franklin? No one knows for sure who invented the rocking chair, but said that it was Benjamin Franklin. He at least owned one. I feel like, yeah, that's not true. At up to 40 pounds, a great bustard is the lightest horse. Don't make us. Great bastards are very heavy compared to most birds, yet they are fast runners. Okay. About how much of Earth's land is desert? I think a good portion. Take more than a third of, yeah. You receive about 90% of your information with your, probably sight. Where did the first camels live? I'm going to say Africa, but that's probably wrong. South America? North America? I agree with them, that's really hard to believe. How much does a film, does a 2-hour movie? I don't know. I have no idea. That's crazy. But maybe it's not, I don't know. What is the same size as the average meteor? Wait, what? Small. Grain of sand? Well, the average meteor is very small. Oh. Okay, fine. That's 100% all I can do for the fucking... Sorry, for today's Quizzy segment. Oh my god, it hurt. Ugh. That really, really hurt my brain. Your average score per question now is 4 out of 5. I sucked. Oh, that's really rough. Alright. Last thing I'm gonna do today, because I'm going for about 2 hours. Another game I'm going to be slowly working on eventually beating. Goober's Atomic Adventure. Because I like Goober. So I'm in the classroom. Getting stars. So I think every single level has 3 stars. What I'm going to do is play through at least these levels. I'm not going to choose any booths. I'm just going to play. And we're going to try getting what I need to get. At least for one of the levels. I don't know if I'll play multiple.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll see. Yeah, so just to explain this game, trying to get 3 things of the same color in a row. Not too hard of a concept of a game. It's a timed thing? So I don't think there's like a number of moves. At least not for this one. Where is the move that I don't see here?
Whoops,
Okay,
time
cool.
to scramble.
That's good. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Timed things. It's just about going as quick as I can. Issues are not very quick. So we'll see. I think at least getting to 1 star, I think. There's also probably more optimal moves I could be making them not making.
It's a meltdown.
Okay. You know what? Oh, you only have 5 lives. So if I lose my lives, I don't get to play again. Okay. Good to know. I didn't even know. You learn new things every day. Complete the level by dropping all the beakers to the bottom by destroying atoms. Oh, this has special things. No, I hate special things to do. I just want to play Golders. Because in reality, if I just want to play Goobers, I could actively
Oh, yeah.
just play the normal one. But no, I have decided I want to play this one. That's really on me here. I understand it's on me. No one's fault but my own fault. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, so I got at least a star, which is nice. What's
Well,
in the
it's
mood?
back to the
Oh.
drawing board for me.
And the drop 2 beers. I see. Quit. We're gonna try that one. We're gonna try it again. Do it again. If you fail, at least try failing again. We'll see if we can do better this time. Gosh, this is rough. I'm gonna end up losing again, aren't I? Okay, that's not horrendous thing to see. Ugh. Why is this so rough? I think my brain's tired. I think I am gonna end up stopping no matter what after this. I need to be in a better mental state to deal with this atrocity. I thought this was gonna be so easy and it's just not being easy. Maybe get 1.
Well, it's back to the drawing board for me.
Alright, yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Alright, let's say bye. Let's put our guy to bed. Bye, Snowy. Let me feed you your favorite treat. I'll put you in the princess bed. Alright, with that, I'm exhausted. It's only 7 o'clock, but again, I'm almost 30 years old. I can't stay up late no more. Have a good one, and see you next time.